What's up, everybody? My name is Achilles, and this is gonna be a 2v2 on Galatian Ria, and I am playing as the Prussians. My ally is Indie Pride. He's playing as Austria. I will put this in slow motion. My opponent, this is Tichy from the Hardcore clan, and this is gonna be the Imperial Knights Guard, I think. Don't shoot me if I'm wrong. And this is gonna be Athenian. Athenian playing as the Ottomans, and Tichy in command of the French troops. So for my army, I have 5 lights, 6 or 7 of these musketeers, 3 foot guards, a militia unit. I don't think I have a militia unit. 1 cuirassier and 2 lancers. Why did I bring a cuirassier? I thought that Athenian, he was gonna have swords. That's why I advised. Wait, I'm gonna put this in slow motion. That's why I advised Indie Pride to take Hungarian Fusiliers instead of German Fusiliers to like pretty much counter swords. But yeah, Athenian, he didn't bring any swords. I'm gonna go over Indie Pride's army real quick. It's a cuirassier unit. He's got 2 Ulans and the 2 Hungarian Hussars. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Hungarian Fusiliers and 5 Grenzers. For Athenian, we have about 6 of these mounted Nazim Sedit cavalry, I think. He's gonna have 3, 4... I actually think he might have 5 lights, because he has some units hidden, but from what we can tell for sure is that he has 4 of these Nazim Sedit light infantry and about 6 of the Nazim Sedit infantry. For Tichy, we have, as France, we have about 5 chasseurs à cheval, a National Guard, Old Guards. This is also an Old Guard, 3 Old Guards, 4 Swiss foot, 4 Voltigeurs, and a general staff. Now, as you can see, let me open the minimap real quick. I have a hidden force over here. Right. That's not what I wanted to do. But anyways, as you can see again, the myth is confirmed. Under the land you have sea. Tichy is gonna do a smart thing here. He's gonna scout with his cavalry. Because I think they assumed that I had some units over here, and that's exactly what I have. I have 2 Prussian Fusiliers, I have 2 Musketeers, and I have a foot guard. Now the reason why Athenian rushed over on this side is that I thought that he thought I was going to rush for the hill, because usually I am pretty aggressive, but right now I didn't. And so he's just gonna stretch out his lines. As you can see, I am running up my foot guard over here, trying to be quite sneaky, hoping that he forgot his chasseur à cheval, but he didn't forget it. And here he's gonna spot my troops, so I'm gonna put him in a square. He doesn't notice it yet, and he's gonna go in. And there we go. I'm shooting a chasseur à cheval. I'm pulling my Prussian Fusiliers. I'm gonna turn this Prussian Fusilier, and I'm gonna get some casualties on the chasseur à cheval. Not too many, because I want to conserve ammo. And secondly, yeah, my troops are at fire well off, because I will shoot them in the back in this terrain. So I'm gonna try to charge him with some lancers, but I think I might back off soon. Anyway. Indie Pride is lining up against the Ottomans. He's gonna go in light mode to his Grenzers, and he's gonna move them forward, as he's gonna switch some cavalry into his center. I'm gonna have some reserves over here. Not really something big. Yeah, I'm pursuing the chasseur à cheval, but I will back off because of running troops. And this is actually a bad move from me, because these chasseur à cheval, they turn, and they're gonna get a volley off. Now, they only killed about 3 men, but still. I think I could have killed that chasseur à cheval over here. Now, Athenian, Tichy is gonna support Athenian in the light fight, and he's gonna send down his voltigeurs. And it's actually quite smart from him, because he knows I'm not gonna attack this uphill. So I'd say that's a really good tactical move to bring up all your lights over here. I'm gonna have my camera over here, a quite nice perspective, because not much action will go on here, but mostly over here. And I will fast forward it a little bit until the action starts. This is a pretty long game, but it's not gonna be a long video, if that's what you're thinking right now. I'm just gonna show you the interesting parts, and that's gonna be it. So this is just quite a lot of repositioning. I know he has spotted my troops, so I'm just gonna retreat them. No way for like, there's no reason for me to keep all these troops over here. I could have kept one over here, I think, maybe, but I didn't. Anyways, Indie Pride is just gonna keep flanking, and I will be back when action is starting. So as you can see, Athenian had about 3 more lines hidden in his forest, and also a mounted Nazim Sadid infantry. Now he's gonna try to flank around, and I told Indie Pride, look man, you've gotta go for that mounted Nazim. You don't want to have Shooter Calf in your back. You can maybe afford to have a Tsar in your back, but certainly not Shooter Calf. And well, basically you don't want any calf in your bag, but mounted Nazim or just Shooter Calf in general are the worst. So I told him, look man, commit with some cavalry and just try to isolate and destroy that unit. And I'm gonna help him with it, because I'm gonna send one of my lancers as well. I really don't want Athenian to get any advantage over Indie Pride. Now Athenian is gonna play it smart. You could say he dodged the 2 cavalry units, but still we're gonna try to isolate this unit with Calf, so that he can't impossibly do any damage without having to fight one of our Calf units. Now, with most of the cavalry gone on this flank, Athenian is gonna commit to an attack over here. This light over here. This light over here ran up earlier, and he got a shot off on this Hungarian Fusilier. Hungarian Fusilier was brought down to 107 people, or 107 men. Now, Indie Pride, he is gonna do something quite interesting. He's gonna square up right in front of his Granzers, and I think that's a pretty good move. And Athenian is not following up with his 3 infantry, and he isn't really doing any damage with his mounted Nazim. Not here and not here. So I think that was a pretty good move by Indie Pride. A bit slacky from Athenian, but how experienced you are, sometimes things just don't go as they wanted. Now Indie Pride is making a mistake by ignoring this mounted Nazim. Luckily, they've shot into the ground. I've had attack orders on it ever since I moved it, but right now it's finally going to get caught, and we're going to be able to destroy 3 of these mounted Nazim Sadid infantry, cavalry, basically for free. Now Athenian is going to move up, and he's going to commit to an attack, but I said, like, Indie Pride, please, your lights are going to shoot your lines, so you really have to keep your lines behind your lights. So Indie Pride is going to do that. Indie Pride has been playing pretty good so far. I mean, okay, he has had some losses, but so is Athenian. Now, as you can see, France is trying to flank me. He has come down. He has about 2 old guards over here with a National Guard militia unit, and he's got 4 chasseurs cheval on my flank, which I do not really like, so I'm going to bring over my cuirassiers over here, since I know that Athenian doesn't have any swords. Now, Indie Pride is going to be using some awesome strategies. He's going to attack with cavalry to force into a square. After that, the square has been forced. He's going to run up and give attack orders on the Hungarian Fusiliers, and that's going to cause Athenian to back off. Now, Athenian still has a dangerous force over here, but he has to approach it very carefully. That's really what he has to do. And so does Indie Pride. I mean, the Ottomans versus the Austrians are actually a pretty good matchup. The thing is that Athenian doesn't really have any meat shields apart from his lights. So he really can't initiate, or he'll have to engage his cavalry. But yeah, as you saw, I have some quick movement orders on my Prussian Fusiliers. I'm gonna make sure I'm getting some casualties on his lights, because my lights are far more superior. Turnatici is gonna support Athenian, as I'm supporting Indie Pride, so it's quite nice that both teams were very supportive. And of course that gives the most beautiful action and nice experiences, nice memories as well. Over here there's not really happening much. His cavalry retreated because I think I might have run up this musketeer. Yeah, my lights are just far more superior than his. I'm just doing so much damage. And so is Indie Pride. He's repositioning his lights, and he's gonna shoot these two lights with these two lights that is gonna phase him, and then he's gonna try to harass this line infantry with all these lights. So it's a pretty good move, and it's pretty nice positioning from us. Athenian is gonna retreat into the forest, and Turnatici is actually gonna try to hammer his way through this. If you all don't really know what the hammer tactic is, it's basically that you have your lights in a very compact formation, so they have a very powerful, well, it is just very powerful, but it doesn't really work out in this situation for him, unfortunately. Let me go higher up. Athenian repositioned his mounted Nazim Sidit to face these Hungarian hussars and his lancer. If the Hungarian hussars get into these mounted Nazim, it's basically over for those for the Tudor cav. Very nice tactic from Athenian here. After all these Granzers committed their shots on this Nazim Sidit infantry, who got beat it up pretty badly, I have to say. He ran up his infantry and he started to target the lights, and it's doing some significant damage. This one down to 50, this one down to 71, but Indie Pride is just going to do the same, although I think he might... No, he actually isn't shooting his own man. This is really nice positioning from Indie Pride right here. As you can see, I'm holding my camera here. It is a beautiful view, if I must say myself. Yes, I am pretty defensive in this game, but sometimes you can't be the aggressor, because where can I push? And on the other hand, France and the Ottomans are actually the most aggressive factions in this game. Well, you also have Russia and that kind of stuff, but they definitely have more attacking potential than we have right now. So it's gonna be in fast forward again. I will be back when some more action happens. Yes, this is something quite nice to talk about. Athenian, he spread out his lights pretty wide, and that way it's gonna take more bullets and more time to kill them off, and Indie Pride is gonna keep his lights compact here. I couldn't say that he's wrong by doing it, because that way he'll get more firepower into them. But on the other hand, I think it's also good to just not commit to this fight, because you're not gonna hit anything because you're so spread out. So Indie Pride is gonna be focusing on hitting the Nazim infantry instead of the lights. There we go. Attack order on the infantry, and it's doing some significant damage. You can definitely count those kills. But Athenian is going to run up and is going to have a shot. Indie Pride is going to retreat, and they actually got a volley off on this Grenzer. But they don't have a very good line of sight, so it's not really that effective. And I'm just trying to support Indie Pride with my lights as best as I can. This is something I missed. I ran up my my Prussian Fusilier, and I basically killed 12 men of his old guard. And every kill you can get on an old guard, it's awesome. If you ever can get a kill on an old guard, even if it's one man, you should do it. You definitely should do it. Still some skirmishing going on over here. Still committing to this fight. Actually, I'm not well, now I am committing. But I shouldn't be committing, because I'm not killing anything at all. Ooh, that was a pretty devastating volley on the French. Killed about 13 guys so far, 14. Trintici staked up over here. And not much movement is going on, just some skirmishing, so I'm gonna skip through this, and I'll see you soon. So what has happened so far? Basically, I managed to take down this old guard to 107 men, and damage this old guard, that was 108. I managed to damage it even more, from 108 to 103, and Trintici is trying to completely flank me. Also, we had some fights in the middle. I've sent up 2 of my lights, and basically me and Indie Pride were well, managed to kill off 3 of the 4 musketeers of Athenian, and now Trintici is alone here with his skirmishers. I also managed to kill 1 of his skirmishers over here, and now Athenian, who was pulled back all the way over here, is now gonna try to commit to a flanking charge, and this is nice timing by Indie Pride. He's gonna pull away his Hungarian hussars. And in this point of the battle, there was a small miscommunication between us. I said, Indie Pride, hey Indie Pride, watch out! Those chasseurs or cheval are flanking us and are trying to get on our backs. At this point, I could send maybe a line to Indie Pride, but it was gonna arrive too late on time to do anything. But Athenian is gonna commit to an attack over here. I shouldn't have it on fast forward. Nice response by Indie Pride. Maybe this charge, it might have all the moral penalties stack up and his unit might rout, but it's not gonna do that. And Athenian is gonna form some squares, but this allows Indie Pride to run up his lines and to shoot the squares. Now Athenian is gonna stay into the square. Right when he sees that the calf retreats, he's just gonna unsquare. And now he's gonna square again, I suppose. But some nice volleys here by Indie Pride, getting some nice timed attacks. But as you can see, chasseurs or cheval are coming. I'm sending 2 lines over ASAP to come and support Indie Pride. I'm also sending I'm just sending over all my cavalry as well to help him out. And I told, look man, the chasseur cheval is coming. But I guess he was too focused on this attack. Nice charge on the mounted Nazim Sadid, because they can't win in melee even though the game says they are winning. Athenian getting some nice volleys over here with his units, with this mounted Nazim having backed up his squares. But he's under a lot of pressure, a lot of firepower, and this is just one sublime action. Indie Pride sees this and he's gonna try to respond to it, but there is just too much cav going on. He's getting sandwiched. I'm trying to run my cav over there, trying to support him. As you can see, my cavalry is over here, over here, over here. I'm also setting some lines. But right now, Athenian is going to press from all sides. He doesn't really dare to press from this side because I have lines coming up. And I'm basically going to be charging the chasseurs or cheval in melee, because I really need to get him killed. Chasseurs or cheval, they aren't really expensive, but they are good units. And if you can kill 4 of them in a row, you definitely should. Wait, Did I say 4? Talking about 5. Yeah. Indie Pride's general died. Indie Pride trying to hold strong. Routed this cav unit is gonna go for a charge into this square. Not the best option you can do, but what else can you do? Turentici just like making die and like spreading death and disorder in the army of Indie Pride, and I'm gonna catch this Chasseur Cheval so he doesn't keep shooting, and Indie Pride is gonna hold up these units. Sorry about that. So let's continue. Indie Pride, he's gonna retreat. He's gonna be smart. He's gonna use this little slope so that these units don't have a line of fire. And I think at the same time, I'm gonna put this in slow motion. Turentici, he wanted to make my lights and line waste ammunition, but on this side, all my units are at fire at will off. So I'm gonna try to attack and pin down the Ottoman forces, the mounted Nazim. You can see that I'm charging from different angles over here, and this is actually gonna rout because they are bad in melee. So I'm gonna be able to rout both of them. He's gonna retreat, and I'm just gonna continue my charge. This Brandenburg Ulan can die, it will, but this Ulan of 40 man, it will go through, and it will actually hit this Nazim Sidit infantry pretty hard. And over here my cuirassiers are trying to round up this Chasseur Cheval. Indie Pride was like, hey man, I probably won't get to you, but I'll try to kill off, or I'll try to help you kill off all these enemy cavalry. And I'm very thankful for that, because I don't want the Chasseur Cheval in the late game. They're here committed, they have to die now. Indie Pride's German Hungarian Fusilier came back. My Lancers are here as well, and I think this Lancer unit comes back as well, these Brandenburg Ulan. So there is one Chasseur Cheval left of 12 men. Morale is pretty, I can see the morale, it's actually pretty low, it's now down to 11, and I'm just gonna charge it again with my Cuirassier, who actually should be winning the fight, but isn't. Because now it's going to get shot by some multiple infantry, but it's also going to rout his Chasseur Cheval, and that was the thing that I wanted. Yeah, like his cav is now going to rout, I think, and I'm going to retreat my cuirassiers because they don't have line of fire, luckily. So I'm going to be able to keep my cuirassiers. They will live another day. And actually my Brandenburg Ulan didn't return. Now I moved up this line infantry unit. I've got a great volley into this Nazim Sidit. I killed about 22 men, and I killed about 11 on this, but I'm gonna have to run them back, and I'm walking over here, so that's quite a micro mistake. As you can see, he's gonna get a fantastic volley on this. Didn't kill as much as me though, in total, but I think I shouldn't have done this. This is very costly right now. As you can see at the power bar, I don't know why it's still in my favor, because right now I'm in the immediate threat of being surrounded. Now Turentici is going to commit this Chasseur Cheval of 27 men, and I think it's a pretty bad idea. I'm going to commit my cuirassiers, try to pin it down. I formed the square over here. Right now I'm more focused on killing cav than infantry. But I'm going to fast forward it right now. So we decided to retreat, but then Indie Pride was like, nah man, retreating is not on my register, and he's gonna stay here and he's gonna try to hold them off as long as possible and try to deal as much damage as possible. But I was like, nope man, I'm out of there, I'm sorry.
The men are fatigued, sir, and must rest a while.
So I retreated to this defensive position, and I'm getting some nice shots over here on his Swiss foot. Turentici didn't notice it. I think he was busy microing his Chasseur Cheval, and why shouldn't he? Because he's going to charge a Prussian Fusilier, and if there is one unit from Prussia you want to charge, is their light infantry. Now he didn't really kill too much, and I think the exchange was actually worth it, because I killed the Chasseur Cheval, and Athenian couldn't do much here. because I'm in the forest. But he's shooting a square, which is quite nice for him. I'm squaring here up too. I'm gonna run up my my cavalry, try to scare Athenian from moving up any further, but he's just gonna shoot my square. I'm gonna charge my lads. Oh my god, sorry for my yawn. Because I don't want him to shoot, I want him to square up, so he's gonna square up, and I'm gonna retreat my cavalry, and I'm gonna retreat all my forces over here. And right here, I just wrecked this Swiss foot. I brought it down half, this like a size by half, and that's really something good. But yeah, my last stand has begun. I am basically completely surrounded. I am not redlining. I am definitely not redlining. They have the opportunity to go from to go over here and to surround me. So yes, Athenian has a lot of units over here. He's gonna slowly but surely start pushing, and so is Turentici gonna be doing. Now he is facing some of these Prussian lights, and the good thing about this this light infantry unit, it was out of ammo, so he's just gonna be wasting ammo on it. Pretty good, because it's a meat shield. Killed 9 men in the Swiss foot unit with my Fusiliers. I'm gonna exchange the position, like this position, with a Musketeer unit. And basically the coolest thing about this is that his units don't really have a very good line of sight. And I don't know if he was looking to the ground or was paying attention, because if you can see this is a pretty hard attack. He's attacking from all sides. Right here, his old guards are coming for a charge. I took off fire at will because he's going to commit his National Guard into melee. Targeted fire on his old guard. I'm going to flank with my Prussian Fusilier, trying to get some shots on the old guard as well, because I damaged it pretty badly for now. But he's going to bring up another old guard, and I got an excellent volley with my foot guards over here, waiting for them. But 3 old guards on your flank, it's not something you want, but as you can see, I am picking off this old guard like a madman. I'm also going to commit my cavalry to it. I'm getting shot here by 3 units, but because they have bad line of sight, or at least 2 of them, they're not hitting very much, and I think they're focused on this Prussian Fusilier. And over here, I'm trying to hold this flank over here as well with the foot guard, and I'm shooting into the ground over here. This is not good, because Athenian is going for a massive flank, and I don't really have troops in this forest. I'm going to put some troops over there. I'm running a foot guard over there, but I shouldn't be doing that. I'm going to turn that foot guard, I think. I'm going to commit to a calf charge into this old guard of 57 men, and this old guard has been brought down like holy damn, and I didn't lose really too much to it. I think I've been really lucky that I was able to isolate the old guards, and that I could kill them without really suffering any damage. Well, I did suffer some damage, but I think the exchange was really in my favor. I'm gonna have a Musketeer over here. It's gonna try to do some damage, or it's gonna prevent Athenian to take the forest. But I think Athenian should be running up this line infantry. I think he was busy microing that flank and bringing up his cavalry. He's gonna commit his old guard to a melee charge. So I'm just gonna back out. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna set my general, and I'm gonna charge my general. As you can see, I'm not gonna commit to melee. He's just standing here. He's gonna get a volley, and I'm gonna get 3 angles for my units to fire at them. And I'm gonna charge my my general down the center. He's still gonna form a square, is he? He's gonna form a square, so I'm gonna pull back my general, Count from Knezau, and that way I'll be able to shoot the old guard square of 91 men. I can zoom this out actually. So I was able to free up this flank from old guards. As you can see, the old guards are dying pretty quickly, but I have a lot of units here, and I don't have a lot of units over here. The French Fusilier is in melee with my light infantry over here, running up my Musketeers to shoot and to deal as much damage to this Swiss foot. I want to bring it down to equal numbers. I'm gonna charge my general, so I don't have to square up my foot guards. Well, I actually do have to square up. Yeah, there's a mounted Nazim city that's trying to kill my Prussian Fusiliers. And this is my last stand. was able to kill this mounted Nazim infantry in melee, but of course the purpose of this melee is that Athenian could run up his troops, and that he can shoot my units. And now my units are slowly but surely dying on this flank, and Jurentici is going to move up, as well as Athenian is going to do. Athenian managed to take over the forest. I'm going to run a musketeer in there, trying to chase him away. I'm also going to have a fusilier in there, trying to get some shots off and some units into the flank. I'm going to have some foot guards over here as well. Some volleys into this Mount Nazim, but I think I should be firing focus on these units and rout these guys first. So yeah, it's looking pretty dire for me. I really can't do much at this point, and I'm just trying to defend. My foot guards have 93 men over here, and now I'm going to commit to. Well, I'm actually not going to commit. Not just yet. I'm going to charge my general into the Nazim City infantry, making sure they don't have to shoot, or that they don't have to square up. But actually, it's going pretty fine over here for me. I managed to beat off the, or to back off the mounted Nazim infantry, but this is a mind blower. This really was bad for me. He managed to kill my general. I went in melee with my musketeers, so we had to square up. Now I'm going to retreat over here and send my foot guards try to turn this flank, because 81 men in here, 71 men in here, 67 men in here. It's still quite a big force, and I have France knocking at my door over here. So as you can see, I have abandoned this position, or I'm holding it with little units, trying to buy myself some time to kill this flank, and I'm really switching up units a lot. So I'm running away. My musketeers, very low morale. I have musketeers in a square over here, because I thought he was going to go in melee. I'm going to reposition my German fusiliers, my Prussian fusiliers, trying to get out of range of this Nazim Sudded infantry. And because he's going to run up, I'm going to commit to a melee charge, try to hold him off. I'm going to turn my fusiliers, and I'm going to try to shoot him in the flank. And that way, his morale will get lower, and I'll be able to buy myself some time. I run up my foot guard in here. I got a beautiful shot on the Swiss foot. He knows he can't win that particular fight over here. I still have 2 foot guards left, and those really keep my morale high, because I keep my army in a compact formation.
Our men are running, sir.
It's still quite a considerable force, even an elite unit from France. I think it's the 18th Regiment de Braves. Yes, 18th Regiment de Braves here in melee with my musketeers. And the Swiss foot is also going to commit to a melee charge into my foot guards and musketeers. And Athenian is going to get his general into my Prussian fusiliers, and I didn't really want that, so I'm going to try to run them all the way over here. But this is very smart. He's going to make sure I can't shoot his general, so I'm going to have to face this Nazim Sudded infantry in a square. Athenian is going to charge my musketeer in the back, and he's also going to be able to shoot my foot guard square with a line unit that's 80 men strong. On top of that, I'm also getting flanked by a Swiss foot unit, and it's not looking good, because as you can see, I think I just like this. This is the point where I think I lost the battle. Well, it was quite a lost stand, anyways. But this route, I still have my foot guard over here. My foot guard over here is fighting in melee. It's actually doing quite a good job. I'm getting this unit out of the square, and I'm going to go actually for a melee charge in this Nazim Sudded infantry, because shooting it would be worthless right now. I was aiming for the general, but as you can see, I'm actually going to run behind this Nazim Sudded infantry, and I'm going to go for a melee charge. Or did it just turn this line? Yeah, I think it just turned this line. Yeah, but as you can see, a lot of French units over here clumped up on this foot guard. 30 man strong and still holding I'm gonna commit to a melee charge with this foot guard over here. It is 42 against 76, but at least that way I keep him from shooting my foot guard of 92 men in the back. Turntich is gonna send his general in to silence my Prussian Fusiliers, which is a very smart move from him because they were shooting in the flanks of these Swiss foot. But his Jan is gonna die because it's only 4 men out of 18. So he's gonna get out and he's gonna try to recharge it again, and I'm gonna reposition my my Prussian Fusiliers over here, and I'm gonna try to shoot the Swiss foot, because right now it is one foot guard of winded against very tired Swiss foot, and they're getting some shots in the flank. But I'm gonna get charged yet again by his general, and for some reason this is the point where the battle over here turned in my favor. I killed off dismounted Nazim infantry. It routed at 40 men. Probably because both of the generals died. I think that's the reason. Yeah, you can see them here running. And I'm gonna move up my foot guards. And I'm flanking with my Prussian Fusilier over here. But this foot guard, man, it is tanking. It is so deadly late game. And I feel like you can see the balance bar. You can hear the commentator saying, "Sir, this battle is almost over." But I don't think this is over, even though my foot guard is crumbling right now. The morale is going down. But the thing is that I have a light here shooting into the back of these units, giving them some extra morale penalties. But before Turentici is gonna send units to melee charge it, his units mass route. And how did I win this? How the hell did I win this? This was the most epic stand I have ever done. So that was the game. I hope you all enjoyed it. It was a pretty epic game, if I may say so. Unit statistics for me: my foot guards with 309 kill, 204, 189. Those are some insane stats on my foot guard, especially this one. Also some insane stats on these musketeers and these fusilier. Wow, I have so much units over 100 kills. My general even killed 14 men. But yeah, battle results. Yeah, I definitely killed a lot. I also lost a lot. It was really epic. Good game to Athenian and Turentici. More replays to come soon, and I'll see you all in the next one.